Hi everyone, and welcome to the Blue Valley North Library website. Today we're going to talk about note-taking for research. The first thing that you're going to do is click on the research link. This will take you to a site that has a lot of information that you can use when you're writing research papers. Lots of information about MLA, lots of information about APA, and one thing that you're going to notice is right under the APA link is a link that says Note-Taking PowerPoint. The Note-Taking PowerPoint is what we're going to be working with today. I'm going to go to an example so you can see what you're going to end up doing. The note-taking PowerPoint, you can tell each slide just looks like a note card, and the way that you used to write research papers before the days of computers was you would write one note on each note card, and then you would have a whole box of note cards that you carried around while you were working on your research paper, and you'd lay them all out on the table and you'd arrange them in the order that you wanted. And luckily, now that we have things like PowerPoint, we don't have to do that anymore. So in this sample, we're going to see some things about how to take notes, and then we'll show you how to organize them so that you can get them in the right order for your paper, and you won't ever have that moment where you sit down at a blank document and you don't know what to write. So you can see that I have one sample note here. It says 46% of 16 to 18-year-olds report drinking alcohol at least once a week. Now, just so you know, I made up all of these notes. None of these are actual information. They're just things that I made up. So you can see some characteristics about this. There is one note per note card, and everything is written in a complete sentence. Also, down here at the bottom, we have the in-text citation that goes with that note. So this is the authors of the article, and this is the page that this note came from. So even though this is in my own words, I have the in-text citation down here at the bottom. On the next note, this one is a direct quote because it's in quotation marks, which means that I took this note word for word. Also, it came from an article that does not have an author. That's why I used the first one or two words of the title in quotation marks for my in-text citation along with the page number. Now let's go back to this idea about direct quotes. One thing that you need to keep in mind when you're writing research paper as a general rule is only 10% of your information can be direct quoted. So that means if you're using, let's say you're writing a 3 to 5 page paper, you would probably have, less than 30 notes. That means only 3 of them can be direct quotes. So what you need to do when you're taking notes is take notes that are in your own words, like this one. Make sure you're not copying and pasting from an article onto your note card. You need to put it in your own words on the note card. This one happens to be 2 sentences long, but it's still talking about one idea. Also, again, this is another note from that same article that does not have an author. And I think this is the last one that I have. And it's a note that came from the Walker and Jones article. So now let's say that we're done taking notes. I only have 5 notes here, but you'll have a lot more than that. And let's say that we've got all the information from the articles and we want to start organizing it. What you can do is you can click down here at the bottom, the 4 little slides. This is the slide sorter view. And when you click on it, it looks like this. What you can do is you can change the background by right-clicking of each of your note cards to kind of color code them. So I'm going to make, let's say this one is going to be part of my first body paragraph. All my first body paragraph is going to be yellow. This one goes in the same paragraph. So I'm just kind of organizing according to my essential question sheet. This note goes in my second body paragraph, so I'm going to make it a different color. Let's say I'll make it this blue color. This one goes in my introduction, so I'll make my introduction, I'll just pick a different color, this green. And this one is for my second body paragraph also, so I'm going to put it in that same blue color. So you can go through and color code all your notes. Then all you have to do in slide sorter view is click and drag into the order that you need. So the yellow is my first body paragraph, the blue is my second body paragraph, and these will be notes that answer those essential questions from your essential question sheet. Once I have all of my notes organized the way I want them, I can go back down here to the bottom and I can click on normal view. And then you can see next to the slide tab, there's an outline tab. And this is the magic part. When you click on that, it puts all of your notes in the order that they go with their in-text citations. And you could basically copy and paste this into a Word document, and you have your whole paper written, except you have to go in and make your own analytical statements. As a general rule, every note deserves 1 to 2 sentences of your own analysis, telling us what that note means to your argument. So this is what you will use to take your notes and write your paper. To get your own note-taking PowerPoint, you will click on this link, Note-taking PowerPoint. You will save it into your folder or email it to yourself, whatever you want to do, so that you always have your notes with you. You can use Dropbox, any of those options, Google Drive, so that you have this with you all the time, and you can take your notes and then have your paper easily written. So that is the magic of the note-taking PowerPoint. If you have any questions, please talk to Ms. Sneathen or myself, Ms. Cornelius. You can email us from the library website by clicking on the Email a Librarian button. You can tweet us at BVN Library. And again, if you have any questions, please let us know. Happy note-taking!